Leg day. Leg day. Woo! You tell him, buddy. Welcome back to another workout. This is the final day in my split, and keep in mind I do alternate these days. Sometimes if I'm sore, I'll do upper body versus lower body. Going into summer, even though I feel like summer bodies might be on a little bit of a, pause for the time being. But going into summer, if I wanted to lean out, I would do, for example, like Monday would be a leg day, next day would be cardio, next day would be a pull day, next day would be cardio. I just up my cardio a lot more when I know I want to lean out. But right now, I'm kind of just like enjoying these home workouts. I've really been just loving testing my creativity and testing my strength with body weight, which is what I'm doing today. I'm using no equipment for a second leg day that's focused on my quads, a little bit of calves. I know, I'm so sorry, calves. I feel like I always ignore them. And glutes, because if I can squeeze in a second glute workout in a week, I'm a happy camper. So I'm gonna jump right into my workout. I am working out today. First of all, outfit is by Gymshark. It's one of my absolute favorites, even though this padding right here is making my nipple look a little weird. But I am working out with no shoes on because if you've seen me work out in Converse on my Instagram, I get so many DMs every time. Why are you wearing Converse? In lifting, Converse are perfect because they give your foot a nice even contact with the ground because Converse are flat. That is why you see a lot of people when they're lifting or at the gym, they're wearing Converse. Great affordable shoe for a lifting day versus spending a lot of money on a weightlifting or like a heavy lifting type of shoe. So I'm gonna be working out barefoot today. It's perfect, and I'm gonna get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy my workout today. I am gonna be talking through my workout today a little more than normal. And yes, Boomer is always trying to sabotage my workouts, trying to break my toe with his toys. I'm going to talk through these workouts a little more in detail just because I really challenged myself to use no equipment for this second leg day. And it was really fun, but also don't really know the names of some of these exercises. I just started moving, and if it felt good, I stuck with it. So right now I'm just warming up with a ton of squats and then going right into this first move. I would say this is a variation of a sissy squat, except I'm kneeling. So I'm on my knees, shoulder width apart. And for this variation, I have my arms crossed in front of my chest, and I'm just leaning back and then pulling myself upward. Nice, slow, and steady. And then for this second variation, I have my arms extended. I can't remember which variation was a little more difficult. I'm pretty sure it was probably arms crossed because when my arms are extended, I felt like it helped pull my body forward. And then after that, I'm going directly into some kneeling squats. So I'm starting with the right leg here, which means on the next set, I would start with the left leg, and I would do a total of 4 sets to ensure that each leg gets equal treatment, if you know what I'm saying. And then I guess you could call this a tricep, because after I did this, I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it going. The quads are feeling good. Let's burn them out. So directly after this movement, I'm going to pause at the top and then do 10 more squats, followed by a 10-second hold. And this is one more variation that I did just to show another option. This is an actual kneeling squat, so there is a slight hinge at the waist when I'm leaning back, whereas with the first exercise, there is no hinge. Think of it almost like an ironing board. You're completely stiff and flat when leaning back. And with this exercise, there is that slight bend and squeezing of the glutes at the top. And then I just followed through with that same set of exercises. It's a killer. Something you'll notice that I do when I'm just using my body weight and no equipment is I do a ton of repetitive movements and pulses. Pulses are what will get you, okay? They don't look intense. They don't look, like you're powerlifting 100 plus pounds. They really, you feel the burn with a pulse, especially after completing several reps of a movement before. So for this set right here, almost losing my balance a couple times, it's okay. I'm doing a curtsy lunge to a side lunge, and you'll notice I tend to pause at the top to make sure I'm getting that full range of motion, and I'm not trying to rush through it. I'm just ensuring that I'm maintaining a good form throughout this entire exercise. And once I was able to complete more reps than usual with my body weight, so I'll tend to keep going until I feel like I'm getting a little exhausted. And that's when I will go into the repetitive movements. So after the curtsy lunge to the side lunge, I'll do side lunges with a kick up like this. So I'll do a total of about 10 of those, and then I'll hold at the bottom of that side lunge and pulse again for 10 seconds. Watching myself set up for this next movement, I'm just really excited watching this because, like I said, I just got really creative with moving my body in different ways that maybe I hadn't moved it before, especially for a leg day where at the gym you tend to rely on heavy pieces of equipment, weights, squat racks, things like that. So this next one was super fun. I'm starting off with a Bulgarian split squat. I got this aerobic step off of Amazon. It's linked below in my description box, but you can use a chair, coffee table. I'm even looking at that little storage box. I don't even know what it is behind me with all the weights on it. I could have used that as well. Anything will work that you have around your house. Start with the Bulgarian split squat, and then I'm going into, let's just call this one a single-legged squat variation. The leg that is not doing the work is gently resting on top of the thigh. As you can see, I'm not going as low as I would like. I'm not that flexible. I'm working on it during this time in quarantine, but I'm still just taking the time to maintain my balance, maintain good form, and still execute that exercise. You can also hold on to something for stability. I did another variation where I held on to the mirror, and it worked just as great. The leg still is working just as hard. It's just that you have that little bit of support there for balance if needed. So after that, I'm going into that repetitive movement that I mentioned I like to incorporate into no equipment days. So I'm just doing front and back lunges, back to back to back, until I can't no mo. You know what I'm saying? And after all that, I'm gonna finish up my workout on the floor. So this next move is another one inspired by my friend Masi Arias. Like I mentioned in my last video, she is going hard with the home workouts. So if you need inspiration, if I'm not giving you enough, definitely check out her channel because she is incredible. So this is a glute bridge variation with one leg extended upwards, and then at the top of that glute bridge, I'm going to also extend that leg all the way out to the side. It really tests your core's strength because you want to prevent your entire body from toppling over to the side that the leg is being extended. And the goal is also to increase the strength, mobility, and flexibility of that leg being extended outward to get it a lot lower than what I'm currently doing, but that is as good as it's going to get for me. So I'm going to move on to some glute bridge pulses, and then directly after that going into clamshells, which is my current favorite at-home exercise to perform on leg day. It really burns out that outer thigh, that outer glute muscle. And also keep in mind, whatever leg was performing the glute bridge on the previous exercise is the leg that's doing the work on the following clamshell. And then of course I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side for a total of 4 sets. I was not expecting that workout to be this intense. I'm pretty much done, but I will admit it to you guys, I tend to neglect my calves a lot. So I'm gonna make myself finish with this last move, as many as I can, just to burn out the calves because they need a little love. So just as many as I can. My legs are already exhausted, but my calves are not. Side angle for you guys. Boomer! Hi, Baba! Baba Ganoush! Baba Ganoush! Baba Ganoush! Baba Ganoush! Don't act like you guys don't have weird nicknames for your dogs, okay? And if that gets exhausting and you feel like your calves still have a little bit of steam, you can just stand in place and do some calf raises. And you can do like this, like a little ballerina. You can do straight forward. And you can also do it pigeon-toed to hit all parts of your calves. Or you can call it quits, which is what I'm about to do. I hope you guys enjoyed my no equipment leg day. The calves, not the calves, sorry, calves. The quads are on fire. I'm exhausted. And I honestly kind of surprised myself with my own workout because I was not expecting it to be that intense. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment down below. This wraps up my workout week. I know I missed a couple days because of technical difficulties in my Final Cut, but I'm gonna add all of these to a playlist so that way you can see it all in order. That concludes this series. I love you guys. And make sure to follow me on Instagram to get some daily inspo to get your butts up moving, because I want you guys to stay healthy during this time, okay? So love you, stay healthy, and stay feeling good from the inside out. Bye.